potatoes that have come in from this harvest.
Right,
I want you
can
to
I
sort them into
see
3 groups.
what's happening,
Those
man?
that we sell, those that we use for
How
seeding,
you doing, man?
and those that we throw away.
Let's bring this up.
So he left him at that. At the end of the day, the laborer came back and said, "Well, that's enough, mister. I quit."
Brian King, what's up, Brody? How you doing?
Quit? I've never had such an excellent worker. I'll raise her salary.
Let's have a little 10-minute 10 minutes.
All right, mending fences and
I
chopping
don't have
wood,
anything
but
to
this
keep the
potato
time.
business is decision after decision
Just to allow
after
people to
decision
come
after
in
decision.
because I know. All right, cool. I know that it's pretty last minute. You know,
So
I was
when we
supposed to
decide-
do this live
When I
yesterday,
was worrying,
and
did I think this over long enough?
it just didn't happen. You
Did
know,
I
I don't
take
really
enough
have an
data
excuse
into
for why it didn't
consideration?
happen. It just didn't happen. So
And if you think it through, you find you
let's
never
give it a
could
little
take enough data into consideration.
10 minutes.
The data
Get a
for
couple
a
more
decision
people
in
in.
any given situation is infinite.
A couple
So
more
what
people,
you
man.
do,
You can greet
you
yourself,
go through the
man,
motions
and greet me, man. Don't be
of
rude.
thinking out what you will do about
Don't be
this.
rude.
And then when the time comes
I'm
to
just
act, you
playing.
make a snap judgment.
But a greeting would be nice. A greeting would definitely be nice.
I mean, I'm speaking a little extremely, making some fun of it and so on, because after all,
We're here so far,
occasionally
ranking
get the
up
vague
in here.
outlines of things and make a right decision
Well,
on
that is.
rational grounds. But we fortunately forget the variables that could have interfered with this coming out right. It's amazing how often it works.
That is a definite fact, sir.
We think of all
I
the
mean,
variables
every day
that
can
go
feel
into
like
what might happen.
a holiday if you look at it that way, you know.
So then when you make a decision,
Every day can feel like a holiday.
it works out all right.
You know what I should have done? I should have announced.
I think very little of it
I
has
should have announced this live like an hour in advance. That's what I should have done.
conscious intent and control.
I was not thinking about that.
But somehow or
I
other,
was not thinking
You
about
are
that at
able-
all. What's happening, man?
decide and
10
control
minutes and the
things
questions can begin.
more harmoniously
Whether or not
if you delegate authority.
whoever comes in, because I'm not trying to keep this live too long.
Others
The last live was pretty like
trust others
over
to
2
work,
hours, and it was
because
like
those are people
really,
developing
really,
business
really like
on the same basic
early and late at the
structure
same time. It was like
that is fundamental to a living
12
organism.
o'clock in the morning,
Delegation of authority.
and then we pushed it to like 2 o'clock in the
It
morning.
loves and nourishes all things, but does not lord it over them.
Had a good time, man. We had a good time.
You see,
So ranking, if you have any questions
then
for me, bro,
what is happening is this:
at
the
That's
more
7:40. Yeah, 45 or an hour. Yep, I know next time.
trust
I'm all new to this, man. Y'all know I'm all new to this.
as if it were
I'm so new to this. This is my first live ever on YouTube. I've gone live on my Instagram every now and then, but that was like for my music and stuff.
the more you realize
Yeah, give me time to roll up.
the inseparable identity of self and other.
How was your day though, Rankin? What'd you do today, bro?
To go back, if you try to find the identity of self and other by subjecting other to self, if on the other hand you find it through giving
What's up,
self,
Casey?
that is control, over to other,
You got a question too, or you just chilling?
you may make a mistake.
we letting people
may
come
make
in.
a
We
bad
letting give
gamble.
them a little 10
In the
minutes.
long run, you're acting on
Because
principle.
I announced the live was supposed to be yesterday and everybody was on it, and then I announced it late.
This is the way biological evolution.
I literally announced it like
Constant delegation of authority.
20 minutes ago.
Obviously,
I don't think that's
democracy
enough
is
time.
superior
Bryce, what's happening,
to
Brody?
monarchy.
Always great to see you, man. Brian, I said Bryce.
Democracy is always right, but for the wrong
Brian
reason.
Sharp, the man of the hour. How you doing, Brody?
Because there is operating in a democracy the principle of Buckminster
740.
synergy.
Yo, what's up,
Synergy is the intelligence
C3O?
of a highly complex
Like CP3, like C. I don't know what I'm
the
saying.
nature of which is always unknown to the individual
CP3O.
members.
I don't know, man.
Because that
My
goes
Star
back
Wars
again
is
to
a
the
little
spot
lax right now.
that
Brian Sharp,
we're always entering
C30.
a
I'm
new
gonna just call you
environment.
C30 or C3.
We don't
Because
ever know
technically
fully what the
it's
new
C.
environment
Technically,
is
when you
or
have
the
an
any
E and an O at
environment
the
we
side
know
of each other,
past.
only the E speaks. You feel me?
There is always then operating
So it's
in
basically
the
C3.
development of cellular life
I don't know
on any
if
level,
you. I'm not trying to
a
change your
new
name or
way
nothing,
of
but I'm
organization
gonna call you C3.
higher than
Brian
any
Sharp.
existing form. And we're not
For
aware
sure,
of
for
it until
sure.
after it's happened.
How you feeling tonight, man? What you been getting into?
If you ever saw, for example, the film Kon-Tiki,
7:40. You can start asking your questions, guys.
this man figured out a
Just
few
giving a
things
little
as to how to
time.
make a balsa wood raft to sail
What
from
am I
South
looking for?
America
Here
to
we
the
go.
Pacific Islands. But once he had set this in motion, he discovered that all sorts of unexpected factors cooperated with him. That when the wood got wet, it expanded, so that the
It's my
ties
candy right there.
fit into it and held it.
Work doing these voiceovers.
Never
Yes,
expected
sir. That's what I like to hear.
And he found that as he
That's
sailed
what I
along,
like to hear.
a flying fish would simply alight flat
I'm
on the
like
deck
at home. I feel you.
every morning for breakfast.
I feel you. I had to go back to
All
work, man.
kinds of
So I had to
natural
get a
factors.
second job. So I'm doing
He
this.
touched a key where he was
I
flowing
got
with
it.
force
I ended up
of
getting a job at
everything
Amazon.
cooperated.
So now I'm working at Amazon and I'm running the
It made
business
the act of faith.
after I come home from work at Amazon. So I got a lot on my plate. That's
And he was
usually
just
why I
picking
don't
out
really
the
have
words, the practice
too much
which,
time because
hundreds and hundreds of
I'm
years
trying to make
ago,
time for a whole
by
lot,
others who
a lot of
worked
other
it
stuff
out.
like my personal
And,
practice. You know
great
that
ecological
takes time. I
awareness.
was supposed to meditate for those 30 minutes that I was waiting to start live, but I ended up still having to run over the time getting prepared for this.
So we do come out of this.
So yeah, man. I definitely understand the busy aspect.
To something
But it can be fun, man. When you start implementing these things into your life and you start really seeing big progress. I mean, sometimes it doesn't start big, but you gotta recognize it. You know, the small ones are big. You gotta think like that. And then the ginormous one's gonna come. You know.
Not virtuous.
But yeah, these type of things will help you in like playing the game too, like the societal game. You know. It'll be like you just like Midas touch. You just flip a switch, and now all of a sudden you're financially free. You feel me? You have a plethora of time, a surplus of time to do shit like going on,
trying to dominate the scene.
Traveling the world and stuff like that. You know, like these type of things can open up all types of shit for people.
Also,
all types of stuff. It's not about just telekinesis and having powers, you know.
Very much hard.
It's about self-mastery. Self-mastery, because when you master yourself, that's when all the telekinesis and everything else start coming.
Enjoy ourselves.
Bro, you cool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. I have to keep my head down, man. I'm currently preparing for a move out of state. I'm gonna move out of New Jersey because I mean I'm sure you know because you're in Jersey also.
Why? Because in an
age the prices of houses down here is ridiculous.
People really gotta know.
Like it's terrible down here.
How to enjoy them.
I would not recommend living in Jersey if you're trying to buy a house.
They don't.
Oh look, man. I just got a notification from my channel saying that I'm live. That's so funny. Because I'm the one.
So a utopia has become
that's 10 minutes.
Not sort of a dream, but an urgent necessity.
Oh, one more minute.
We can't do without
More minute, and you can start asking your questions.
Because if we try to do without it, what's going to happen?
Hopefully, I can be done with this goddamn J by then. I'm over here fucking it up. I apologize if there's any kids watching, but I'm a grown ass man.
Paranoia in the United States that is going on.
In the tongue of the Western, at least.
How great it would be to demolish them.
Let's not go there. They might be knocking on my door soon.
All this kind of bickering and right and left politics.
This seems to really get the skeptics real tight. The fact that I smoke. Man, at least I'm trying to stop. Some people say, hey, forget that, I'm never stopping.
Trusting our own intelligence.
Which I don't see a problem with, you know. If dude knows that he's destroying his lungs, you know, and he's
of doing what we
You
want,
know, he's very aware of what he's doing. Lead it to
which will
the
work
of his life, you know.
to the extent that we realize that what I want,
I'm stopping though,
basically,
guys. I'm
what I
definitely
really
stopping.
want is what you want. And I
Definitely
don't know
stopping.
what you want.
Let's see. Travel is the next for me. Been trading. I'm not leaving, y'all. I'm gonna still be here. You know, I'm gonna be on the live and
So
I mean the internet is a very big place.
It
Closer, it keeps us closer than people think. You know, they just misuse it. But I'm thinking about going to Georgia or Ohio because right now those are the two places that I've researched and also have like verbal recommendations from people that also live there in those places, and they can attest to the cheap living over there. So, well, just the cheap costs, the cheap house costs. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah. So it's either Georgia or Ohio right now. If if anybody got recommendations for places with cheap houses, I would definitely love those recommendations because I'm trying to move the out of Jersey, honestly. And I'm trying to leave when they finally like legalize weed. It's so crazy. Does the pineal gland or the pituitary play a role in telekinesis or psychokinesis? Psychokinesis and telekinesis is the same thing. First of all, you don't have to say both words. They mean the exact same thing. I think the pituitary gland, isn't that just another word for the pineal gland though?
2 reasons.
The pituitary? I don't remember.
Number 1.
Yeah, I don't study
Number 2.
Body parts, but I think like the names of them, but I'm pretty sure the pineal gland and the pituitary gland is the same thing. I may be wrong. Please tell me if I am. But in terms of using mind to do telekinesis, yes, it plays a big role because the pineal gland is kind of like the window, you know, the window into the other dimensions. I believe from my research, that's what I take from it. So yes, it has a big part to play in telekinesis, and it's more like balancing the energy of that wheel because the gland is just a wheel, an energy wheel, you know. So yeah, it has a big part to play.
I love. I let go.
Master J, that was for you.
I don't try to force or control.
I do telekinesis to become a better businessman and manifester. Yes, sir. Ether being, my bad. Ether being 7. I like that. I am number 7. I'm number 4, bro.
If you think that you understand wrong, you do not understand.
So yeah, just like Ether being said.
If you know that you do not understand.
Telekinesis. I mean, I think when he says telekinesis, he just means like the practices that's usually
unknown to those who know.
That usually like hovers around developing telekinesis, like meditation and stuff, and all of those stuff ties into self-mastery. So he's very on point with what he said. You can definitely use self-mastery to become better businessman, better manifester. I mean, it's the whole point of going on these types of journeys anyway, you know, to become, I don't want to say become because it implies that you're not it already, you know. It's more like these types of practices help you remember who you are, you know, and remember the type of thing you can do. So yeah, he's definitely on point. Rankin, can I do some TK? Yes, I will do some demonstrations a little later on. Let's get some questions going first. I'm here tonight to answer some questions, any questions you guys have. So I want to get the questions out of the way first, and then we can get the demonstrations going. Let's see, 2 different glands. There are 2 different ones. Which one is the pituitary? Where was that one located, Brian? I'm live on my phone, so I can't really like hit up Google right now.
And you can only overcome that by realizing you better give it away because there's no way of holding on to it. The meaning of the fact, you see, that everything is dissolving, that we're all falling apart,
No,
We're all in the
pituitary
process of
gland
constant death,
is for growth
and that
of
the world
weight.
therefore, when they set their hearts upon, turns
Then
out to be
yeah, I
very
don't think that
profitable,
has
like
anything to do
snow
with
upon a desert's dusty face.
I don't know if it's an energy wheel, honestly. I'm gonna have to look into that, but I don't think the pituitary gland has anything to do with TK. If it's just like,
You know, the cloud-capped towers.
yeah, the pineal gland I know for sure is, yes, that's the third eye. The pineal gland is the third eye, so yes, that has a lot to do with TK. I don't know about the pituitary though. Ranking, I don't know, man. Well, I do know. I gotta get a little better with announcing when I'm going live. I kind of like announced that I was going live like 30 minutes before I went live, so like that doesn't really give people time. I'm still learning the whole tricks and trades to going live, because my only other experience with going live other than this, which is my first time going live on YouTube, is streaming on Twitch. I stream my gameplay on Twitch, and that's not even like up there, you know. It's more like I don't even like announce it or like go on social media and post, oh, I'm going on live tomorrow. I just like go up there, go on live, and just play, because it's just for fun for me, honestly. But with this, I'm trying to get a little better because I'm a little more serious with this. So. Alrighty, Brian, my man, he came through. Pituitary is for growth hormones.
What we've been talking about.
Okay, growth hormones, got you. See, yeah, I don't really think that has anything to do with the energy wheels and the energy systems. Or shall we say experience? On the chakra systems. Pituitary, question. Sometimes I practice by focusing on my pinwheels across the room. Is that too much distance for a beginner? Should I be closer and start with hand waving? For PSI wheels, I would not recommend waving your hands. I think PSI wheels, I think you should use PSI wheels when you're like really starting to do, really beginning to like get into 0 point TK, which is like TK without like any like hand movements or anything, just like eye contact with the object, and boom, 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 it moves.
Of the polar relationship between the individual and the world.
I wouldn't recommend waving at the PSI wheel, because that's not accurate. It's definitely not going to be accurate, because that wheel is on literally a pin. You feel me? A pin. So like any little is gonna like shake it. So like that's really why like PSI wheels are more for practice. You really like want to get it to the point where you can put it under a container, because then you know for sure. And then you want to put the mask on, because like any little movement can shake it. So that's why you don't like swing your hand, because I feel like that'll be winning every time. On a pinwheel, at least, you know.
In Christianity,
when the whether it be foil or paper, when it's sitting on a table and it's stationary and all sides of it is touching the table, that's different. Now it has resistance, you know. So it's a lot. Like people say, like, oh, that and that's the winning. Like they don't realize how hard it is to like actually move anything with wind from your hand. Like that shit is so weak. You'll be very surprised.
But in a way, there are some sound reasons for doing so.
But yeah, no swinging, and yeah, that's pretty extreme. All the way across the room is pretty extreme for a beginner. I mean, I would say if it's working for you, then go for it, because you know it can take you 30 minutes. It can take you 30 seconds, 30 minutes, or 30 years. You know, that's really how it goes. It's just based on the person.
The last one being YLIC.
Nah, I don't play Warzone ranking. I do not play Warzone. I used to, and I stopped. Mark Lee, what's happening with you, Brody? Any questions, bro? This is that Q&A I was waiting for.
Psychological.
How you been though, bro? Like, what's been going on with you? How was your day? And whatnot. Casey, yes, I said hi to you like 5 times. Casey, hello, Casey, the queen of chaos.
Most closely identified with their bodies.
How are you doing? Even though I know how you're doing.
And Orthodox Christianity.
What's up? Oh man, I gotta get this name right. Alyssa?
Because of the perfectly correct idea that material existence.
I'm just call you Kira. I'm gonna
is
call you
not
Kira.
inconsistent
What's
with
happening with you?
spirituality.
I'm sorry, I'm messing your name up. Can you like
This
do
is
some
something
syllables
which
for
most
me?
Christians have forgotten.
Uh,
But they do believe
do I
as
meditate?
central
Yes, ma'am. I meditate every chance I
principle
get.
of Christianity
Ma'am or
must
sir, I'm
all be
sorry. It
incarnated.
just seems like the name
That
itself
in
seemed kind of like
the Jesus of
girly. Don't
Nazareth,
take it the wrong way, please.
Almighty
It seems
God
like a
did in
like
fact
girly name,
become material.
but yeah, I definitely meditate every chance I get.
And by
Every
this
single chance I
process,
get, it helps me stay in a
initiated
calm mental state. You
transformation
know, it helps my
of the
mind stay
cosmos.
silent. It helps me
In the words
with
of Saint
managing
Athanasius,
overthinking. It helps
God
me
became
with
man, that
anxiety,
man
even
might
if I
become
don't have it anymore.
And you don't hear
Stress,
that from the pulpit
all of
very
that.
often.
And I used to have anxiety, and meditation is one of the main things that like got me out
But
of
the
that.
Christian Church
So yes, I
therefore
meditate a lot.
emphasized
I've been meditating way before I started
pistis or
practicing
faith as
telekinesis.
against
That's
gnosis
just
or
like
knowledge.
looking up different types of meditation led me to like Zen meditation
They
and like
said you can never know
transcendental
God.
meditation
God
and all
could
types
never
of
become an
different
object of knowledge.
like branches of meditation. And then that
And in this funny
naturally
roundabout
that
way,
like pointed to
the
telekinesis and
Christian
everything.
theologians were saying exactly the same thing as the Hindus.
Okay.
Only the Hindus
And I'm gonna show you my
do
pinwheel
call
on IG
this
so you can see what I'm
knowledge
working with.
of
Alright,
God through
Brian, I am all
They
eyes,
call it
brody.
jnana, which is the same as the Greek word
Yeah, you're
gnosis.
bad, Casey. But welcome though. And
Just to give you a little
hopefully,
sidelight
and
on
everybody
how words
please
get
greet
mixed
each other
up
also.
in their meanings.
You know, this is a
We now have a
family
class of
and
person
I want
called an
everybody to
agnostic.
know everybody.
And an agnostic
Elias.
generally means
Elias or Elias? I think it's Elias. I'm gonna go with Elias. I got it. I'm so sorry. Elias, that is actually very impressive name. I've never I will literally say like that's the first time I've ever heard your name. It's very unique.
Agnosia.
Very unique.
Meant a special kind
Everything
of knowledge.
good. I've been working with a can and I've been
knowledge
able
of
to
God.
make it wiggle
The knowledge
with
of
my
God
hands
in the
from a
cloud of
distance
unknowing.
anyway, but
To
I'm
use
not
the
able
title
to actually push or
of
pull
a
it.
mystical treatise written by an anonymous 14th century English monk.
Back and forth. Okay,
This monk
Mark.
derived his ideas.
Did you work with foil or anything yet?
Who wrote under the name
I can feel the
Dionysius
force
the
like magnets
Areopagite.
pushing away from each other. But
Dionysius
that's
was a
yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a
fifth
nice.
or
That's a good
sixth
feeling right
century
there. It literally feels
Syrian
like that
monk
when you're working with the energy. It literally
who
feels
had
like
learned his mysticism
like something
from
pushing
pottery,
against your like your palm.
who
It's
got it
so
from
cool.
Plotinus,
It is so cool. And
who was
but,
a Neoplatonist.
but have you worked
And who
with
probably
foil
got,
paper or anything like
a great
light
deal
yet?
of
Like raw
stimulation
papers. I
from the
work with raw
intellectual
papers
world
and
of
foil
Alexandria.
all the time. You
And
know,
Alexandria,
because
in the early years of
my
the
thing
Christian
is
era,
if you're going
was
to
a tremendous
try. Let me
exchange
take this
place
off
between
because
East
I'm
and
listening
West.
to some Alan Watts. I was listening to some Alan Watts to help with my meditation
Buddhist
before
monks visited
I
Alexandria.
started,
It
and I
was
just had to play it
one
in
of
the
the great
background for
centers.
ambiance, but it's kind of like distracting. So, okay, what was I saying? Okay, right. So, I don't think you should if you're like beginning, if you like worked with the paper and you're getting like really good movement, then I would say you go up gradually in weight because for beginners, it'll be a lot harder to move bigger objects simply because, especially if you're doing it with energy, you have to be able to do the microcosmic orbit to charge the energy so that it layers in on top of itself and it gets more potent, more stronger, more intense. It basically transforms every time you squeeze it in, you feel me? It's like Dragon Ball Z, if anybody ever watched Dragon Ball Z, when they're powering up, they're not just like blasting more energy through their body. They're like looping the energy around and it keeps folding in on itself, folding in on itself, folding in on itself. And then the energy like it's like layer on top of layer on top of layer, and it just keeps squeezing down and squeezing down, so it gets more like potent and more heavy in a sense, you know. And because of that, you will be able to move like a heavier object. I hope I'm like, but if it's like with mind, you don't need like microcosmic orbit, but the mind is a lot trickier. It's a lot trickier to figure out. Energy is doing TK with energy is a lot easier, I think. But yeah, for beginners, they don't really understand, well, not understand, but like just basically don't know how to do the microcosmic orbit yet, only because you're still trying to find what the energy even feels like. So that's why I would recommend starting with something very light, because at this point it's more of an energy leakage that you're using to move the stuff, other than actual like you're controlling it, because at this level you don't have that much control over it. If you did, you won't be able to practice that much, you feel me? You won't have to, I mean, because then you know exactly what to do all the time. But with the swing in it, because it'll take too long to explain it, but basically when you like jolt your hand or jolt your body or something, your energy jumps to the surface of your body, you feel me? And with that, it'll throw the energy out, you feel me? And your job is to pay attention to what that leakage feels like. And then when you like get a good like reading on what it feels like, you can start thinking about that feeling, keeping that feeling in mind, because where mind goes, energy follows. So you keep that feeling in mind, and then remember how it feels, and then try to feel it again in your hand, and then like, and in your body, and like when you can start, eventually you'll be able to start bringing that feeling up in on command. You feel me? And that's when you're really like getting control of the energy. And then with that, you'll be able to orbit your energy and loop it, and that's when you start getting to higher levels, you feel me? But in terms of doing distance and like, all I would say is don't all I'm trying to say is don't overshot yourself, you know? And then you get discouraged because you're not able to lift the car and you just started, or you're not able to fucking levitate a piece of paper but you just started, you know? Because levitation is a lot more advanced than pushing and pulling, so it takes a very, very big level of concentration. All right, let's move on. I took a little while on that question because I wanted to make sure he understood, and I'm sure it'll help a lot, all of you guys also, because I believe that all of their questions are your questions also, because we all here for the same thing. Oh damn, I was not paying attention, my bad guys. Boom boom boom. Elias, I practice telekinesis sometimes, telepathy, and I love aerokinesis. You said it right. Boom, I'm very happy I said it right. Which one is easier for you, the telekinesis or the aerokinesis, Elias? Wondering that. Big anime fan. Yeah, Rankin. What were you wondering, Rankin? I'm sorry. I must have missed it. But it's dope. I'm a very huge anime fan too, man. Especially like superpowered animes, because they're all basically like structured based on like Buddhism and Zen Buddhism and stuff like that. Mostly like Zen Buddhism too. It's like I've been able to move the PSI wheel with my hand and without them, but I haven't actually messed with the foil that much as a pushing and pulling. I've seen you do consistently. Okay. I would say mess around with the foil a little bit, man. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, and in my experience, just my experience, though I can only speak on my experience, it's the easiest way to like finding your energy, you know, because what I'm showing is not like 100% the right way, because there's all types of different ways, all types of different techniques. That's why every single user shows something differently, you know, or says something differently. It's because it's based on the person, you know. So I'm just showing you guys the quickest way to start getting in touch with that energy, you know. I need to go to that. From there, yeah, man, and you'll be, it's the paper and the foil is easy, man. You gotta first like get your mental into the, oh my god, this shit is real type shit, you know, because you have to build neural pathways. You have to physically grow neural pathways, you know. That's how your brain works. especially when it's like something new. And technically, this is new to you now because nobody ever taught it to us. So like at birth, from 1 to 5, we probably unconsciously was using it, you know. But after that, we were slammed by adults, every single adult, whether it be in school, your parents, adults on the street or whatever, about how we are, who we are, and what we're supposed to be. So we forgot about everything, all of that. So all of those neural pathways atrophied and whatnot. Because when you're not working it out, it goes away. You feel me? That's why when you stop doing a hobby for years and then you come back to it, it's almost like you have to relearn how to play the whole thing. But it comes back quick when you have experience, because now they're just lying dormant. You feel me? The longer you stay away from it, the longer it lies dormant. And then once you kick back up, it starts becoming muscle memory and whatnot. But from like 5 years old to like 20 something, almost 30, some people over 30, some people in their 40s, some people older than that. I've seen 70-year-old users. I've spoken to 70-year-old users. It's out there, man. So like you gotta like understand that you gotta re-strengthen those like and reconnect those neural pathways to get back into the swing of things, you know. And you don't want to hurt yourself, because you can hurt yourself doing stuff like this, so you don't want to over push it. I would say, Mark, I would say hold off on the can until you can move something. Like this is what I do, right? I started with this light paper, and then when I felt comfortable enough that I could move this with ease like that, you know, I moved on to this, right? It's a lot heavier than the paper, and it's basically just the box for me, just this part of the raw paper, but it's cardboard, so it's a lot heavier. You feel me? And then, because once I put this down and I started using this was harder than the paper. I'm trying to curse less because I know there's like younger kids watching me. Oh yeah, and these are the type of things that I use when I practice by myself. Just for the people that like, oh, you can't move other things. Yeah. Got a ping pong ball and stuff. I got a lot of shit, man, that I practice with. But anyways, let's move on. I am behind, guys. Give me a second. Ether Bean. Let's see. I have a major dilemma. I opened the door, but don't know how I projected my energy. I was zoned out. I filmed it though to see what I did, so I can see what I did. I would love to see what you did, bro. If you can send it to me on Instagram or something. But I think that's what did it for you, man. The zoning out part, because this is really tricky. It's like it's like moving your body. It's like breathing. It's like you're doing it, like you know for a fact you're doing it, but then you forget that you don't even think about it, and it continues going on, you know, like breathing. Like right now, I just noticed that I was breathing. This whole time that I was talking, I did not even notice I was breathing, but it was happening. You feel me? It's kind of like that, because the unconscious mind deals with that, you know. The brain up top deals with just navigating the physical realm. That's it. Anything spiritual, I put it in quotes because it's just a word. Everything spiritual is all unconscious mind, and it's only unconscious because we don't know how to access it. But yeah, it could. I'm pretty sure it's the zoned out part that did it for you. You know. Right, bro, makes perfect sense. Got you, Mark. That leakage is so subtle. Yes, sir. It's not really the leakage per se, it's the energy itself, you know? Because it's such tiny, tiny, tiny particles. I don't even know if to call it particles, but like one single speck of energy, I'm positive. It's like so tight, because I see it. I can see energy now. And they look like, you ever get up too fast and like you start seeing stars? Like those little flat white flashy lights? I see that all the time now. And when the light is off, I see it. In the dark, I see it. And in the dark, it doesn't look like lights. It looks like darkness, just like, it looks like static on a TV, kind of like that. but it steps out so much to me now. It stands out so much to me now. And then it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Let's move on. Let's move on because I'm behind a little bit. But yeah, it's subtle because but it's like you feel it though. It's like a vibration, but it's so tiny that it's really hard to feel. You know, it's just you just gotta pay attention. You just gotta pay attention with a blank mind, because people pay attention and then they start wondering. Well, they start thinking in their head, what should I be feeling? Should I be feeling a vibration or some heat or something? So they start looking for that. You feel me? And if you're doing that, now you're not paying attention. So when it happens, you're gonna miss it. You feel me? You just gotta sit back and just let your body do what it's doing, and take that information. And almost like you're watching a show. Well, for the people that not like me that sit and watch shows and don't call out every single. That's why I don't watch TV, because everything is predictable. I just sit there and I see the whole thing play out in my head, and then it plays out the exact same way, and then I'm all disappointed in the show and everything. Let's see, to dude, please give me a shout out. Scarlet Num Num. He said I'm broke. I don't know what the shout out is gonna do for your financial help, but hey, shout out to Scarlet Num Num. Everybody say what's up to Scarlet. I don't know if it's a dude or a girl, but show them some love, man. They wanted a shout out. I can't help you with the finances, my dude or my girl, because I'm broke too. But shouts out to you though. How you doing tonight? Kai Zach. Zachi or Zach? I'm gonna call you Kai though, because Kai is a dope ass name. Hey bro, first time I'm catching you on live. I'm from UK, and there doesn't seem to be much positive conversation around TK. Are there any books you can suggest for me in the beginning to pull small objects? There's a whole lot of books I can recommend to you that I've read also, but one thing I will tell you is that those books didn't really help me in terms of practicing and in terms of getting movement. It just helped me in terms of understanding what it was that I am doing and what it's all about. In a sense, just to understand the like definition that people drew up around it, you know, just to help people understand it more. But I would say if you want to start moving small objects, my recommendation is to get you a piece of paper, get you a piece of foil, and start. Just start, man. Just start. Because I promise you, one day, you're gonna put your hand out, and then that mop is gonna slide across the table. But it's not gonna happen if you don't ever start. You feel me? You gotta start somewhere. And I just say, just start. It has nothing to do with books or my channel to that. It has nothing to do with it. You feel me? It has a whole lot more to do with you guys just starting somewhere. You feel me? It doesn't matter. Don't look. If you're looking for something, that means you are not it. That means you're implying that you're not it. And if you're not it, you can't do the things that it can do. You feel me? Again, you gotta stay with the quotes to understand that all of these words are very confusing, man. But that's all they are, just words. So all I say is start, man. Just start somewhere. Get you a piece of paper and swing the shit out of your hand until it pops out your socket. I promise you, if you keep going, within a week's time, you're gonna be doing that right there, and it's gonna be moving. And then eventually, you're gonna just do this, boop, and it'll move. And your job is to pay attention to what's happening every time it moves. You feel me? And you'll find it. And when you find it, it'll be so obvious. You're gonna be like, oh my God, how did I not see that? You know? Yeah, I wish scientists would discover superpowers. I'm pretty sure they did. They just trying to find a way to make it like to make it seem like they discovered it. Because they're doing a thing now called quantum science. They made a whole new department in science called quantum science, and it studies basically the universal connection with everything. It's called quantum entanglement, but it's basically the scientific way of saying what I'm saying, you know, in terms of like being interconnected with everything. And a very interesting part of quantum science, they said every like, there's like a, I think it's, the particles that they said that they discovered, now it's not particles anymore. Because they act like particles and waves. But as soon as the scientists like physically observed it, it stopped because it was swapping. It was acting like both particle and wave at the same time. And it could either be a particle or a wave. That's how we thought it was. You feel me? And now they found out that the particle and the wave is the same exact thing. When nobody's observing it, it's coming back and forth from wave into particle, into wave, into particle, into wave. And as soon as you see it and observe it, it stops and it locks into either being a particle or a wave. It's so freaking cool, bro. It's so cool. Look it up for the science heads that wants scientific whatever. But yeah, they just trying to find how they can prove that they goddamn discovered it. TK, I have discovered. What's up, Sherry? TK, I have discovered your videos recently and started with the wheel today. I couldn't tell if it was actually me or static or external variables, but it seems I had more success when I would walk away and then return, and I would get full revolutions. Then it would diminish afterwards. I think it's just your overthinking, because you said you couldn't tell if it was any external variables. That means you're questioning yourself. If you're questioning yourself, then nothing's gonna work because you're in your brain and you're supposed to be out of your brain. Your brain is supposed to be off when you do this, because the brain doesn't do it. The body's energy does it. You know, it has nothing to do with your brain. So if you're thinking about anything during practice, it's not gonna work. It's gonna start spinning when you stop thinking. It's gonna start moving, and then when you see it move, you're gonna get excited, and then like you're gonna just start thinking, oh shit, how did I do that? And it's gonna stop. It's happened to me so many times. It still happens to me up to this day, but I'm just getting better and better with like calming it down naturally when it pops back up, you know. But yeah, my advice to you is work on meditation. Meditation will help you with that overthinking, and it'll help you get your revolutions and keep your revolutions without having to walk out the room. It's on your channel, Got You Ether. I will definitely check that out after the live. Aerokinesis is very easy. I mean, it depends on the object, my mind, and the situation, but about telekinesis, for some reason, I can easily open and close my door. Nice. I can't even open and close doors yet. So that is. What do you mean with telekinesis or with aerokinesis? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just using telekinesis on the wind, but yeah, that's dope, man. Please document your progress so we can bring some awareness to this community. Please, please, please. I would appreciate it. Ranking, monetize. I don't even know if I got. I know I have enough subscribers to monetize. I don't know if I have enough watch time to monetize. I mean, I should, right? Yeah, I can. I don't really care about like really making money on this, even though freaking monetizing don't make you any kind of big money anyway. But yeah, I'll think about it eventually. You guys know if I monetize. I'll probably monetize if my brain is all over the place. If I'm eligible ranking, I'll definitely monetize. Thank you for that. Yeah, Mark. Scarlett, you saw Mark saying what's up to you? Say what's up to him, man. Room, but not a ball on the table in my room. Got you. Elias. That's a really nice name. I like that name a lot. I'm curious where you feel most physically activated in your body when you're moving things. Is it a feeling in the central place? You feel it harnessed? I mean, I do feel some things, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll be the same for you, Sherry. This is what I'm trying to get across. You have to find where you feel it the most. But I will definitely answer your question though. In terms of where I feel it the most, I feel it like around like my chest area, but more like in my back area, if that makes sense. Like it's in my chest, but it's like the back of my chest, you know. I feel like a lot of heat like start bubbling up back there when I'm like getting really strong movement and shit. All just my back starts burning up, you know. And I feel it like in my heart area sometimes. Sometimes I would like get ready to practice or be coming out of a practice and I'll sit and like I won't be thinking of nothing and then I'll look at the at whatever I'm thinking and then I'll feel something around right here and then it'll just the object will just and I'm like, oh. So I'm still like working it out, but like I get feelings from a lot of different places. So I'm still like working that out. What makes TK hard is that people have a hard time being in a receiving state and have the ego wanting to do the work using their conscious mind instead of embracing whatever emotions occur. Exactly, Ether. Come on, bro. Give this man a round of applause. You know what? I'm gonna light this up for that. I think you deserve this, Ether. This one is for you. That man is on point. Stop trying to control it. You have no control, man. This is the thing. You don't have control. You don't have the control you want. The type of control you're thinking about. The type of control Almighty God would have. You feel me? God is not a ruler. God doesn't rule. Conquerors rule. You feel me? Christopher Columbus ruled. He's a conqueror. Fuck that nigga. God is not a ruler. You feel me? God will not rule himself. How does that make sense? You know? We don't have control over anything. You have to embrace it. I heard this from a monk or guru or whatever you want to call them, but he was like a Tibetan monk. He was like, did I just lost where I was? He was like, you have to, and I think I heard Alan Watts say it too. You have to give up control to gain control. You know, because you don't. It's the control that you think it is not that type of control. It's more like when you breathe. You know, it's like if you breathe, you can physically, and then like to me, that's me controlling my breath. You know, but then when I'm 100% focused on something else, my breathing is still going. You feel me? So there has to be like something else there that governs, that helps at least. You feel me? So it's not like controlling. It's more like working in unison with it. You know, it's more like teaching the object how to move more than like controlling it type shit. You know. Thank you, Ether. I agree about the age of 1 to 5. We are poisoned by this domestication of sorts. The mind is the most unexplored area in modern day science. Yeah, it's because it's because people are focused more on like technological advances than advancing the human body itself and the human mind itself. You know, people think that happiness comes from external sources and it doesn't. You know, you got to be able to, if you can't be happy with yourself, ain't no way you're gonna be happy with external shit. You feel me? Like it's not gonna make you happy. It's gonna stimulate you for a little bit, but happiness is not stimulation. Happiness is long term. Stimulation is short term. It comes and it goes. Let's see. Validates this idea of TK being very possible. Very real. Yeah. Yes. Elias, yep. And also for the science heads, like quantum entanglement proves it completely in the scientific sense. So, Aqua, what is happening with you? Focus on just being. I could not say it better myself. Everybody say what's up to Aqua. This is the first time I'm seeing you in this chat, so welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shouts out to you, Aqua. How you been? How's your day been? What you getting into? I'm also curious to know, you said you do hours of sleepless research. Yes, I do. What's the most profound bit of knowledge you've discovered in your research that isn't being talked about or acknowledged? That's hilarious because every aspect, everything. I'm surprised. It really blows my mind because these things are like somewhat common sense. You know, it's somewhat common sense. Because when you really like look at it and then compare like A/B towards what they're saying and stuff towards like what it really is outside of the whole clubhouse of society, you know, because people think that life is the country and the states, and like that's not life. Like they came to the land that was already here, made a clubhouse out of it, created rules out of like all the rules. Like the honestly, Sherry, the one thing that surprises me the most really is has nothing to do with TK actually. It's more the fact that people really think that like the society that was created that we live in is like actual life. That's what surprises me the most. Like people think that phones and technology is what real life is, and working, like going to work, like they think that that's real life. That's not real life. There was barter before before there was working. You feel me? Working is just a modern day method of exchange. You feel me? And I think barter is more accurate because with barter you're exchanging stuff that you got for free, which how it's supposed to be, you know? And now people are claiming shit that they got for free and then reselling it to people, and worse yet, America is just gone off the rails with it. They're selling fake food, they're poisoning everything, they're poisoning their people just to make a fucking profit. And then China owns America. Like what? Like y'all not even doing it smart. Like that's the thing that really gets. I'm sorry, I gotta stop talking about it, Sherry. It's really, I really don't like talking about stuff like that, stuff like religion. It really gets me tight. It really gets me tight. I think I answered your question. Mark, what's your diet, bro? Right now I don't eat meat, but I haven't went vegan as of yet. Do you feel like eating meat affects TK? No, sir, it does not. If you look at nature, nature eats itself. Nature is carnivore or carnivorous, whatever the word is. You watch a lion eats everything it sees. And then you A/B that to a, let's say, zebra or a deer, and you see that they eat greens and whatnot. But I don't think that makes the tiger or the lion less a part of nature than the deer, just because the deer eats the grass and the lion eats meat, you know. I really think like diets are just preference, you know, preference of what you want to eat. You eat whatever you want to eat. If you really want to follow nature, because nature eat everything. If you go outside and you lay under a tree and die, the tree will eat you, bro. Like real shit. It will eat you. You stay out there long enough, you will sink right into that ground, and most likely a nice little tree or flower is gonna grow. You know, so that's the best part about it. Life eats itself. I heard Alan Watts say this: if you go out to space and you put the world on a time lapse for a couple years, centuries, and then you fast forward, speed up that time lapse, you'll see that the Earth produces a billion children and then eats those children and then produces another billion and then eats those and another billion, and that's how life keeps going. It recycles itself, you know. So, and honestly, it just proves that all of everybody is those same person, the same net, the same connection, the same source. You feel me? Because only the bodies are being recycled. Consciousness is not being recycled. Because let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Let's continue. Oh boy, I'm glad it's not like 100 people in here, because I would definitely not be able to answer all these questions tonight. Casey, you still out there? Holla if you're still out there. But nah, Lee, yeah, that what you eat does not affect your thing. What it does affect, I would say, is your body health. You know, meat takes a lot longer to digest and process in the body than veggies do, and veggies and nuts have a higher content level of like healthy fats and shit in it than meat would have, because you know the whatever animal you're eating, you're also eating whatever that animal was eating. You feel me? So, and whatever diseases that animal got. I mean, I don't know how well the butchers and the FDA, is it the FDA, the food people that regulate that shit? I don't know how well they do in terms of keeping the food safe and disease free and shit, but I'm sure like, so like you got to remember that, you know, eat what you want. It's just that, just know that certain things that you eat is going to have certain effects on your body. You know, I'll digest faster than you if you eat meat, if I eat some nuts or some shit, you feel me? And my diet is a fully alkaline diet. I still eat meat every now and then, but that's usually like in 5 months intervals for the least. But I am on a strict alkaline diet because we are alkaline beings, so it only makes sense. I got mine rolled up too. Put them up, put them up. Ether, my boy. What you smoking on, J's or blunts? If you smoking on blunts, I can't fuck with you, bro. I'm well, and how's everybody doing? Everybody, you heard Aqua ask y'all a question. Stop being disrespectful, man. Come on. I'm doing very well, Aqua. How are you doing? Oh wait, you said how are you doing already? Okay. Glad to see you doing great. I'm doing great too. Oh, Elias replied. So that little rage out wasn't about you, Elias. I can move things, and it took a week. I stayed up researching TK. That's what's up, man. Stick to that practice. Keep practicing. The more you practice, the stronger you get. That's how everything works. Everything. Your reference is double split experiment. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, I think you're a girl. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm very, very confident about that though. The particle wave bit you were speaking of, they couldn't come up with. Then the object was changing its mind. Yup. Exactly. She knows exactly what she's talking about. A double split experiment. Thank you so much. Royale, Royale Obey. I love, bro. These names are crazy. What's happening with you, bro? I am doing very good. How you doing? What's going on with you? And do you have any questions? Cool. I've seen a few people say that they believe it does. Just was wondering your thoughts. Thanks for feedback for sure, bro. Mark. Everybody's gonna think differently, man. I mean, granted, if you keep your body clean and you keep like healthy things running through it, it's gonna operate on optimal levels, you know? Like, clearly smoking is not good for your body because it blackens your lungs, you know? But at the same time, it doesn't mean I can't run a marathon, because I damn sure can, you feel me? And I'm a basketball player. I'm fully active all the time, always in the gym. I know y'all see it. So I balance out my habits with something that always counterbalances it. And eventually I'm gonna stop smoking. I'm just not ready yet, you know. Yes, Aqua, yes ma'am, back to nature. All the time, all the time. It will eat the shit out of you. Don't get it twisted. I am 26 years old. Elias. I almost forgot. I almost said 25. Hey, I've been 25 for the last 20 years. I take it. But I am 26 years old. GM said correctly as you did. Nebula, what's happening with you? GM Wolf, I assume you're talking about GM Wolf. That is a brilliant man, and I learned a lot from him. I like to think that I was one of his students. I have never had direct contact with him, but I did learn a lot from him. Now, what's happening with you though, Nebula? How you been? How was your day? What you getting into? Have you uploaded your energy building and storage exercises for techniques before? No. No, I am still trying to figure out the microcosmic orbit. I am getting a little better with it because I'm running on strictly feeling right now. Because I'm still like working on my visualization and through meditation and stuff, so I can have a deeper connection in terms of with the mind side of everything. But I have not uploaded any energy storage or techniques yet because they're not complete. I would like to say my techniques aren't complete yet in terms of energy storage, so I don't want to give y'all incomplete stuff, you know. Kai, the Supreme Kai. That's what I'm gonna call you, Supreme Kai Zachi. That's hard, actually. I should pitch that to You should pitch that to Dragon Ball Z, man. Get you a check. Supreme Kai Zachi. Doing well. Well, end of the night for me. Oh, have a good night, Zachi. Big dog. I'm good as well. Practicing with foil at the moment. Good stuff, good stuff. How was it going, man? How was it going? Keep me posted. I may have rolled this too tight. It's going out too fast. Soon I'm gonna learn levitation. Yeah, man, that's my next step, right? Ranking. That's my next step. I think I'm pretty close to getting there. And y'all will know when I get there. I'm definitely gonna tell y'all in advance that I'm probably not gonna upload a video on it, but because there's some things I do want to keep off the internet. But you guys will definitely know, and I would highly recommend at that time that you guys hit me up personally, and I can show it to you personally. So that would really be the only way that I can like teach any kind of levitation type stuff to anybody. But I would definitely still keep uploading techniques and stuff to achieve it though. Thanks. I just peeped the typo when you read it. 1995. Yes, sir. 1995. Do you have astral projection? I used to be able to astral project when I was a kid. Back then I didn't really understand what it was. I thought I was just dreaming. But I used to be like watching myself sleep. And this one other time I was sleeping, I laid down to go to bed, and I closed my eyes, and I could feel myself falling, like literally like falling inward, and like I could remember just accepting to myself that I was falling asleep. And then for some reason, like I was falling and I stopped. And as soon as I stopped, my eyes opened, but not like in a jumpy way, just like really like calmly my eyes open, and I saw the ceiling. Same ceiling of my house, everything. And then the ceiling just started getting closer and closer and closer. And then like I turned around and I was floating above my bed. And then I turned around more and looked down, and I saw myself laying on my back just with my eyes closed. And I can just remember thinking, oh wow, this is really cool. And then I got like slinged into like a dream, and then that was the end of it. It was pretty cool. It happened to me a couple times when I was a kid. And early in my practicing days, very, very early in my practicing days, that's one of the things that I started with, astral projection. And that was like back in my country when I was like a teen, like 15, 14 type stuff. I used to practice astral projection. And I used to practice with like a candle flame. There was like a candle flame technique that I was doing back then that I learned. It was pretty cool. And it worked a lot. I used to sit and meditate. I used to do like the astral projection meditation. It's not really meditation, but I call it meditation because that's what it feels like. But basically you sit and you focus on the candle flame. And then like you watch it. And then you close your eyes and picture that candle flame. And then just picture yourself going towards the candle flame, and then eventually you get like shoved into like a little tunnel thing, and it's like and then you're out. It's so cool, bro. It's so freaking cool. But I have not been able to do that for a long time, unfortunately, because my mom used to tell me that because I used to do that a lot. I used to like fall into daydreaming really easily with like no control of it. I would just be sitting, and I would like it was like really potent. I would be sitting like talking to somebody, and they'll say something to me, and I'm looking directly at them in their face. They'll just say something, and it would like trigger me thinking something really quickly, like, oh, that's cool. What if, and I'm there already. Like I'm there in my head thinking about, like I'm physically at the place that I'm thinking about, and then the person wakes me up like, oh, and I'm like, my eyes are open looking right at them, and like I jump out of it like, oh wow, I was just daydreaming. And my mom told me a lot. Oh, you have a lack of attention. Stop that. So I started working on getting my attention better, and eventually that shit disappeared. What started me doing TK? Mark, I feel like I have like the most basic reason for starting telekinesis. I just wanted superpowers from a very young age, man. I was a very avid anime watcher from a very young age. I watched a lot of Superman. That was one of my favorite because he flew a lot. And back in the day, my dreams were so vivid and so real. And I would dream that I would fly a lot, like a lot, like every night. So that also got me into it. And then I used to dream doing telekinesis all the time. I still dream flying and telekinesis till this day. But basically that's what got me into it. Just doing it in my dreams and stuff, and it being so cool and so damn cool. Awesome that I just wanted to do it. I literally tried flying when I was younger, like a couple times from a pretty high. I tried it twice in my life. Actual like jumped off. And it was from pretty high places. And it prompted my mom on the second time, because the first time it was at home. Climbed up on this high ass tank, bro. It was mad high, and I just jumped off, yo. And I was a kid. I was like probably early, like double digits. I fucking flew off that shit, face first, destroyed my face, yo. My mom was so sick of me. And then I did it again in school. Just flew off some high ass platform, fucked my face up and shit. The teachers called my mom. The first thing she said to me when she came to the school is, baby, Superman is not real. Bro, I was dying. It was so funny. It was so funny. But yeah, I fucked myself up actually trying to do like have superpowers and stuff. So like I was really deep into it. Mark, I'm from Alaska. We do psychedelics, and I could tell. Trust me. The second you said Alaska, the first thing came in my mind is I'm sure you do drugs, because Alaska crazy. Alaska is a very crazy, interesting place. We do psychedelics, and I take them almost medically, but that's when I feel the most interconnectedness. It's because of the how far it pulls you away from your brain. When you're high, it really like locks you into a like non-logical state of mind, because now you're expecting to see weird shit. You're expecting to you go into it expecting to have your consciousness altered, you feel me? So when it does happen, you just let it happen, you allow it to happen, and then it enhances your experience. And that's what you need to do when you're doing regular TK. You feel me? Have that much confidence and that much openness to these type of things happening to you, and it'll happen. You got to allow it to happen. It's not going to happen if you don't give it permission to. Life doesn't hurt itself, you know, and life follows you. You tell it what you want and you really want it, your unconscious is going to hear you and it's going to start working it into your life. You just got to stick with it. Oh yeah, I rarely have astral projections. I have sometimes lucid dreams, but I hope I can learn to do it because it's really lit up. The lucid dreaming, man, that's like the best one. I've gotten control of my dreams a couple times. It hasn't happened. I couldn't do it. I can't do it like consistently on my own or anything, but every now and then it happens, and bro, it's the coolest fucking thing. The first thing I do is fly, and that's when I know, yeah, I'm there, and I'm just, that's all I really do, man. I fly and I do telekinesis in my lucid dreams, but it's more like I'll be already dreaming that I'm doing TK, and because of the telekinesis itself, because of the me doing the TK, it locks in like, oh wait, I think I'm dreaming, and then that's when you get the, oh wow, I'm in a dream, and that's when you get the lucidity, you know, and it's the coolest thing, man. And it feels so like when you do TK and fly in your dreams, it feels so effortless. It feels so effortless, but the trick is you gotta like remember what that feels like and then try to recreate it out here when you wake up, you know. LOL, same reason here. Superpowers, baby, let's get it. Cause I mean, just thinking about the mere fact that, just thinking about the mere fact of what we are, of how big the universe is, how big the multiverse is. There's so many different galaxies, the amount of planets it must have with life on it, different types of life on it, different types of life that's built with different like elements and stuff. Bro, there can be some crazy, mind-boggling things out there. And the only way that we're gonna be able to see it with our human eye is superpowers. It's the only way. You feel me? Because look how long it's taken them to like continue and the closest we are to like planetary, not like interstellar space travel is like Elon Musk, and like salute to that dude, but even him is like really behind, you know? And he said it himself, like we could have been like way advanced a long time ago, but America was so focused on fucking profits that they just shoved all of the fucking shit aside to focus on what makes money. And it's dumb because the type of shit that we could have like had and the type of shit that we could have seen at a very young age would have been crazy if they didn't hide all of these technologies that smart people came up with. That mirrors like how the universe works. Like the torus field, we could have had free energy, free unlimited energy a long time ago. You feel me? But they shelved it because it's free energy. Like, so there's no meter to run up. So there would be no way to charge money for it. You feel me? But yeah, that's the only way, man. That's the only way we're gonna see any other planets or anything like that, is if they come here and take us over there, or if we learn how to detach from our planet and move on. Because our planet isn't the only planet we're connected with. We're connected with the cosmos. You feel me? Because all our planets and everything are made out of the same things. The only difference is just like DNA. It's structured differently, you know. It wants to be structured differently because all DNA carry a different memory, you know. Gonna wash some dishes, but I'm still here hearing you. I'll be back. Do your thing, Elias. Do your thing. That's hilarious. I'm glad you cool though, bro. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I try to keep it as real as I can, man. That's all I know. That's how my lucid dreaming occurs. I just all of a sudden realize I'm dreaming. it just come to me and I instantly fly too. I always try to fly as high as I can, but I always get real high up and then it messes with my breathing for some odd reason, and it wakes me up. That's weird. That's weird, Mark. That's really weird. I don't know. I don't know why that would happen, because maybe you were thinking, "Oh, I'm so high, it might mess with my air, my breathing," and then that's why it happens. Because I'm gonna be real with you. There's times where, and it doesn't always happen when like I'm doing TK. This one time it happened to me while I was like underwater in my dream. I think I was drowning or some shit. I don't know what was going on, but I don't know what the scenario or the plot was, but I was basically in water, a big body of water, like, and I was down there. I could see everything, and I held my breath, and like I realized I was dreaming when I was in the water. So I'm like holding my breath in this water, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because it's only water. That's all I can see, and I'm in the water. I'm floating and shit, and I'm just like running out of like breath. Like I can't breathe anymore. It's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I'm like, fuck it. I can't hold it no more. And I breathe. And I can breathe underwater. I can breathe underwater. It's like crazy. Every time I end up in like some situation like where I should not be able to survive, I end up having what I need to survive. Like in the dream, I didn't even have gills. I can just breathe underwater. I could breathe. And there's times, some of my early flying dreams happen when like I'm running from somebody. I would just like start like levitating and I didn't know, or like I'll be falling or some shit. But it always, something always happens to compensate for that, you know? And I always end up good. But I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I've dreamed some crazy shit and it ended badly and I just woke up. Like I've dreamt I've been shot many times, so many times, and I hope that that doesn't mean like, let's not get into that. But I've dreamt I've been shot so many times, and like a couple of times I actually feel the impact, and then wake up and still feel the impact a little bit, you know. But but yeah, that's probably exactly what it is too. The mind is powerful, definitely, bro. Maybe when you try just like doing whatever, man, don't think about shit when you lucid dreaming. That's the greatest part. You create light in the darkness. Thank you so much, Aqua. I can feel your energy from here, man. That's so calming. Very calming. I appreciate the kind words. Okay, let's get to the fun part. Because I'm going to be real with you. This was supposed to be an hour long, and we crossed an hour. So let's wrap it up. I'm about to wrap it up. Rankin asked for a demonstration, so I'll do a quick demonstration. Rankin, you still in the building? You may not want to miss this. I think it was you. Somebody asked for a demonstration. I think it was, yeah, it was definitely you. I remember, man. I remember. Tell me I don't. Tell me I don't. And before I get started, I always recommend the rose quartz, because the heart chakra is a very powerful chakra. So, and this rose quartz deals directly with the heart chakra. The way to know authentic crystals is, don't matter what temperature the room is that they're in, they stay ice cold. They stay cold. That's how you know a crystal is legitimate. But the rose quartz, it's a very powerful chakra. You can use the rose quartz, you can use the heart chakra to get very powerful movement. And I have also each corresponding crystal to each corresponding chakra, including amethyst, which is the third eye chakra, and also there's also rose quartz in here. I also recommend those for chakra work, energy work, whichever you want to call it, telekinesis using energy, whatnot. And I also have orgonite here. This is orgonite, and in the center right there is an EMF and phone signal protector. This blocks out most of the EMF and stuff that hits me, just to protect me until my aura gets strong enough to protect itself from it. You know, because we can develop our own atmosphere. You feel me? The atmosphere that the earth has that protects it from radiation and all of that. We can develop one of that. We have that. It's called our energetic field, you know. And we can get it strong enough to the point where it protects us from radiation and whatnot. And guess what? When that happens, guess what comes next? Planetary exploration. This is what I'm saying. Like, we're moving into an age. It's gonna get real interesting real soon. But yeah, so that's what that little steel swirly thing is in the middle to help protect me from EMF and things like that. Orgonite, I wear it around my neck. And then I have a little tiny amethyst here that I used to wear around my neck, but I don't like wearing the material of the chain, so I just put it in a pouch and put it around my neck. If anybody that want to know what amethysts look like. And please don't just go buying these crystals all willy-nilly. These things can be dangerous if you use them the wrong way. You can do more damage to yourself than good. And just for some context, just so I don't like freak anybody out, I really mean it in terms of like when you get really good at manifesting, you can literally like think of something and it'll happen like very fast too. You can get to the point where it happens almost instantly, and you don't want to open that type of power up, and you don't have mental control. You don't have control over your brain. You feel me? You don't want to open something like that up, get that potent, get that right, and then like you lack control of like overthinking, because now you're gonna think a whole bunch of shit you won't think shit you can't control. And then what if you think some bad stuff, and now the bad stuff is gonna come, you feel me? And now you think it's the world against you when it's just you messing yourself up because you feel me, you've strengthened something inside of you that you weren't ready for, you know. So just please be careful, do your research before you use these things, especially amethyst, because the third eye is the seeing eye. You're gonna start seeing shit too. So that's it for the recommendations. Let's get to the demonstration. Damn, how the chat filling up when I say time for demonstration? How y'all want to come? Alright, I'm gonna just do some basic stuff because I was practicing for an hour straight before I did this video. So I'm gonna keep it simple. And then I'll use this one too, just to show you guys a little heavier. I know you can hear that. That shit is heavy. So, I mean, I can leave it right here, just to show. Let's bring this down a little more. Okay, I got all types of stuff that I use. Got my little PSI wheel, my little homemade PSI. I use the big foil now because the small foil is too easy for me now, so I just use the big foil. And so I'm gonna just play around with this a little bit. I don't know how strong I'm gonna be right now because I've been just talking to you guys. Very good point. I have the amethyst, but also clear quartz and black, tonal lens, balance, negative energy, and a few others, but black, for sure. Ether, those are some very good ones too. I just always recommend people like know what they're doing before they implement other outside stuff that amplifies these types of things, you know. This is a good audio. I believe you would benefit from. Take a peek when you have the time. What are you talking about? Which audio? I don't know which audio you're talking about, bro. Oh no, that was Sherry. I don't know what audio you're talking about, Sherry. Please elaborate a little bit for me. While I play with this for you guys. people say, I get a lot of comments that say, "Oh, one of your hand is always under the table. It's a magnet." So no, I'm gonna just put my hands up top. Right? I'm not even like really. I'm really not moving my hand. I'm like telling it where to go, and it's just following my hand. Right? I'm just getting a little bit warmed up. You know. The paper is really like easy for me now. You know, the paper is pretty simple. I can get it to do a couple things. I can get like continuous movement, switch directions. Yeah. I'm just doing some quick demonstrations for you guys because somebody asked for one. Boom, boom, boom. Turn it on its side. Yeah. I mean, this one is pretty easy. That's not right. That's a no swing. That's an open. Yeah. I've actually gotten a little stronger since my last live video. It's just like finding a rhythm. Like, remember what I was telling you guys about like the heat from the like body area? I'm starting to feel it now. Like, I'm getting hot. I'm getting real hot right here. I'm starting to feel like Obi, because Obi Kinesis, he would like snap his fingers and it'll start moving. It's like for me, I haven't figured out how to like start it yet. So it's like the hand gesture is like a jump start for me, you know? And then like I do my hand gesture and I see it react to the hand gesture, and that's when I know, okay, cool. I'm connected, and then I that's when I like initiate, okay, go forward, go sideways, go do this, do that, you know? Yeah. It's pretty cool, man. Not a lot of people can sit and play with a piece of paper for hours. Look at that bad boy, though. That was a finger flick. Bloop. I think a couple times I got the Mark Mouvet's gunshot thing. A couple times I got that. Let me see something. Let's see if I can show y'all that. Yeah, man, I got like, I know I showed y'all all these things on this table, but Pete, oh my God, fucking shit up. I got a whole ass container filled with stuff that I do TK with, including the container itself. This is my dedication, guys. Look at that. All of this is filled to the brim with shit I do TK with. This shit that I've practiced with beforehand, that I still practice with now. All these things on this table right now has been in that little container. Yeah, man. Let's play with this a little bit. Yeah, wiggle there a little bit. I like doing like tiny blasts with these, because like you can do it like throw it out. Like sometimes I like throw it to the side and then catch it with my finger, and you feel me? It's pretty cool. Like you throw it to the side, catch it with the finger, bow. See? You a colder man. Keep it up. Oh. Shit. The fuck is wrong with this thing? Oh, it died on me. Oh, the battery of my tripod died, guys. I gotta unplug my phone from it. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, I have a little gimbal try. It definitely died on me, so it started flinging my phone all over the place. So yeah, that may be also cute. Let me put my phone case back on while I'm reading this. You are recorded, man. Keep it up. Excellent. Kai, yeah, I try my best to like control my breathing, keep it steady, in through the mouth, out through the nose while I'm when I'm doing it, cause it helps me like stay centered. You know, it helps me stay level. Can you tell us from where we can get these chakra stones and how to use them? I got mine just from authentic chakra crystal stores. Just crystal stores are altogether. From just make sure they're authentic though, because some of them aren't authentic, and you know the authentic ones and the non-authentic ones, the price range is different, and then usually the people don't really know what the hell they're talking about, you know. But yeah, just look for crystal stores, man. Give it a Google. I'm sure you'll find one. That's how I found mine, at least. And also, you got to remember, we may not be in the same state, so I can't really recommend. Oh, you know what's the best place to find them? Online. Find them online, but I feel like going in person to a crystal store would help you more because then you can eye it and test it yourself before you buy it, you know, because there's a lot of people out there selling fake stuff. I love playing with small objects. It's nice for control exercises. Exactly. Ether been on point all goddamn night. I can't see anything. My screen is black. Yeah, I think that was my. Can you still see anything? Can you still see nothing, or am I back? Because I think that was when the thing went out. Y'all saw when I threw the ball that way, caught it and brought it around and boop. Let me see if I can get another one. I'm gonna make this one a big one. Oh. Yeah, that shit is fun. Blacked out. You still here with us? You can see and stuff. You missed all that. I mean, did you just see that one just now? All right, let's just. Oh, now you want to act weird. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's black still? I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I can see it. I can see your text messages. Can't see anything. Screen is black. Blacked out. We missed all that. It's important. Choose you. Exactly, Ether. It's important that the crystal choose you. It's real black. Okay, so it's still blacked out. Nah, I'm on my phone. It wasn't really unplugged or anything. What about now? Can you guys see anything? I'm trying to mess with a couple things. What happened was when I grabbed the phone off of the clamp clicked the lock button by mistake on my phone, so my phone locked. And when I unlocked it, it was on some Orient thing, but I got it off, so I don't know what happened. Let's see. Am I back? Tell me if I'm back, guys. I'm back. Perfect, perfect. Oh man, y'all missed a real dope move right there. Still black? Oh, now we see. Okay, cool. Everybody see me? Because some people are saying they see me. Some people are saying it's still black. Kai, can you see me? Oh, Kai, give me a little confirmation, Kai. Mark, you can see me? Yes. Okay, cool, cool. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm gonna show you guys again. So for the Dragon Ball Z fans, you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but Yamcha's little spirit ball, like white little spirit ball that he throw up and then he can control and play with it. Goku has it too. When you like make a little ball energy and then you can control it and whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little ball of energy, nothing too crazy, and then I'm gonna throw it away from me, catch it with my finger, and then direct it towards, and then boom. You feel me? I did it twice just now, so I hope I still have enough energy to do this. Because I didn't do any charging exercises, anything before this live. I was actually practicing before this live with this and this. So I'm pretty, I don't know if I'm drained or not, but I'm a little tiny bit tired, but I think I'm good. All right, let's get it. And then we just gonna toss it that way. Catch it. Nope, nothing. Let's try it again. I'm gonna make it a smaller one. The smaller ones tend to work better, I think, because they're like more concentrated. All right, throw it there. Oh, nah, man. Let me play with this a little bit. Get that shit moving again. Damn, I wish y'all didn't miss it. I did it like twice. Because this shit is so cool. I love doing it. Look at that. Ooh. I felt it tingling right at the tip there for a second. I was like, yeah, it's going to happen this time. Like, right here, too. What I was telling y'all, my body's starting to heat up again. Because it's weird. I feel heat when I'm practicing. And then when I'm meditating, my body, like, goes flash frozen cold. I don't know what it is. But it's not like my whole body. It's just like my arms, my palm of my hands, and, like, just my feet. Just goes cold as shit. And everything else is warm as hell. I don't know. Go basketball hoop it this time. This moved. This got hit. That didn't move. Yeah. You guys just missed it. I'm sorry. You guys missed it. I'm gonna get y'all this though. Let me see if I can move this. Make sure it's rounded out. And this is just Bonnie paper towel. Bonnie paper towel. This way. Alright. This is a little tad bit. Yeah. That took a little bit of wind out of me just now. Let's do this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's not gonna happen. That one's not gonna happen. It flew away. No. Stole the ball. Yup. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, bro. I don't want to quit on it because I got it twice so perfectly. I'm mad you guys didn't see it. Mad you guys didn't see it. It's cool. It comes and it goes, man. I think I'm thinking about it too much. Nope. Oh, y'all saw that shit? It be delayed so much sometimes. I said, God damn, bloop, and it fell. But yeah, that's when I'm like, when I'm feeling myself, like when I'm practicing and I'm getting like such good like shit and I'm like real feeling myself and shit, I be doing a bunch of like tricks and shit with it. You gotta have fun with it, man. You feel me? Nah, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Left hand. Ooh, that rolled right off the table too. And watch, just so you know, that table is perfectly centered. It ain't going nowhere. Feel me? Come back this way. Ooh, my bad, I hit it. I mean, shit's so big, I can't. That's what she said. Ooh, yeah. That one was strong. And I'm just guiding it. I am just guiding it. That's all I'm doing. Alright? I'm just telling her where to go. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one fast. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I thought I could get it to stop. It almost stopped. Yeah. See how easy it's coming now, guys? When I play with them a little bit, like I can feel the connection like catching and slipping off, catching, slipping off, and then every now and then it give me a nice little movement. You feel me? That was tight. Oh hell yeah, bro. You gotta have fun with it, man. If you're not having fun with it, then I think it's gonna become like a chore for you, and nobody likes chores, right? Yeah. Yeah, bro. It definitely takes energy. When you're using energy, it takes a lot of energy, especially if you don't know how to recharge your energy, because now you run out so quickly because you just start with the same amount that you start with every day, and you lose energy when you don't practice. But the more you practice, the stronger you get. So like you get tired real fast, and then the next day you wake up and you realize you're able to go longer than you usually did. And then eventually the tank will keep expanding and expanding. But with the microcosmic orbit, you can expand the tank by force. You feel me? But not to the point where you're damaging yourself, you know? It's like if you see My Hero Academia, it's like Deku. Deku has the full control of like the all for one. Is it one for all? No, the all for one. And he can crank it up as far as he needs to, but his body can't keep up with the amount of energy the amount of energy pumping through him. So he turns it up to 20, 30, you know, and he works out, he gets his mind right, and now he's able to like control it better, and then he can turn it up to 20% and higher. It's like that, you feel me? Like if you get control of like the microcosmic orbit, you can charge it as high as you need to. You feel me? But then don't over push it to where it's gonna make you explode, because I promise you it will happen. You feel me? Because stars are made out of the same energy that we do in TK with, you know? And that's just like energy under mad pressure. And then black holes, one of the fucking most powerful things in the cosmos, that's created with the same energy. You feel me? It's just been looped so much, and it's so much energy folded in on itself that it cracks the actual fucking reality, bro. Space-time reality. It cracks the nothingness, and then like sinks into a whole different new universe. Cause, man, look. Midsection. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm gonna try that right now. Sometimes I don't be thinking about it. Usually I try to like when I'm practicing by myself, it's like a lot different for me. But now I'm like trying to practice and think at the same time and talk to y'all and shit. Let me put this around. Let me show y'all some directional control. Ooh, come here. Oh, you can't even see that because it's not in the range of the camera. That's too much. Try this one. Y'all can't see it, but it's over here now. Ooh, come here. Oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, just one hitters. That's what I want. One hitters. Boom. It's over here now. One hitters. That's all I want. Let's see. I'm back. I hate you, man. Yeah, bro. But thank you though. Thank you for seeing that, because I wasn't seeing it. Now I know. Now I know. And yes, bro. Oh, what's back? Welcome back, Elias. Yeah, bro. This shit is so way more cooler. Fucking, if y'all know Seven Rise, man, he can do way more than I can do. He can actually levitate stuff. There's Seven Rise. Mark Movies is like one of the craziest ones I know. Bro, he was so cold. He was so freaking cold. And the man still is. He's a he's a who the hell? Oh, that's Kyrie, dude. Man, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. I don't like you. Because he says some usually I don't force people out my channel and stuff, but this guy was being like very disrespectful and saying some really like unnecessary stuff. So yeah, he can you know, he was like just taking it too far, you know, like I don't give a shit about wind skeptics. You feel me? Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, and your opinion does not change my experience, you know? So that's why, like, I let them say what they gotta say to hear them out, you feel me? And sometimes I even reply to them, you know, and have a little conversation with them just to see where, like, they're coming from, just to see where they're coming from, you know? And then sometimes you get these fools that just, all they want to do is just, they want to feel good about making people feel bad, and I can't get down with that, you know, because I only deal with positive energy. And this is heavier than this. Very heavier. Look at the thickness difference. High vibes only, Brody. Only positive vibes. Those type of people are called energy vampires. You don't fuck with them. You don't need to be here. And I would have had a full conversation with him if he wasn't disrespectful. You feel me? I would have had a conversation with him right here if he wasn't disrespectful. I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's the same thing I'm trying to figure out. Like, if you think it's win and you think it's fake, why are you commenting? Like, keep moving. Go watch some freaking science videos or some shit. I'm gonna tell y'all, this right here is my most successful. This one is forever. Well, I can't say it. Both of them, the paper and the foil and the straws, are my most successful things to move. You feel me? Let me show you some. I haven't used the straw in a minute, so bear with me. But I love bro. Exactly, man. I'm trying to, and they're like kids on this on watching these channels, bro. You can't say stuff like this in the midst of kids, bro. Like I don't get people, bro. Like if you have disbeliefs, do it on your own time, man. Like don't come over here doing what you're doing. You don't believe it? Cool. We believe it. We not here to get proven differently or to find something different, or we here because we're trying to like practice and advance in the shit. Like we're already convinced, dude. We don't need, like, fuck out of here, man. You don't see me coming to your goddamn rallies or what the hell ever you do for fun and trying to convert y'all. Freaking, I don't get it. Anyways, let's get back to this. because this negativity is draining me. Yeah, man, it is. Foil paper is actually really, really good, and it's really low charge, so it's like you will not even be able to pull a piece of foil with magnet. I promise you. Ooh, you see, draining me, man, draining me. Ah, look at that. See, just let it all go. That's all you gotta do. This, let it all go. I'm not even thinking about him, bro. I'm not even thinking about them guys. That's why I immediately just booted him out and keep moving, because I don't want to entertain no talk, no nothing. If you're getting coffee to stay up, don't, because I'm about to end the live, because we've been going for an hour 10. So is it a whole lot longer than an hour 10? Yeah. So I'm just doing a couple demonstrations for you guys, and then I'm gonna look at this wind. The guy said wind. Look how slow my hand is moving. That one was not wind, but it was there. Look how slow my hand is moving. That would be wind, and look how it moved. This shit not even moving, bro. There you go. It moved a little bit there when I almost smacked the shit. When I smacked the shit out of myself. Wind my ass. Look at that. Look at that. Wind my ass, boy. Ooh. I'm not swinging my hand. I'm guiding it. You feel me? Look how my hand is moving. My hand is literally like moving stiff and slowly. You feel me? I just use the hand movement to like activate the flow of energy, because I don't know how to do it without moving just yet. So it's like crutches, like training wheels. But as soon as I get my balance, boy, I'm be popping willies. This shit is so fucking cool, bro. This shit is so awesome. I'm just giving you guys a little run through of demonstrations. I got the big guy over here. I'll be messing with him. Damn it. I swear getting it balanced is like the hardest part. There we go. FPS. That's hilarious. 120 FPS and it still went nowhere. That's hilarious. And that's a fact, bro. Like that, I just literally proved it. Like I smacked the shit out of it and it didn't go anywhere. And then I just did this, whoop, and it flew across the table. Like what? Pyrokinesis. I definitely want to get into it, but I have not gotten into it yet, only because I believe that all the other kinesises are the same, the exact same. You feel me? Pyrokinesis is just doing telekinesis on fire. Aero, hydro, same thing, is just doing telekinesis on wind and on water. So I feel like if I lock down the basis of telekinesis itself first, then I'll be like all the other telekinesis, all the other kinesises will come like naturally. You feel me? That's my theory, so that's what I'm like going with. I'll let you guys know how that goes. So like I'm not practicing any other kinesises just yet, only telekinesis. Oh my god, stay up. This happens to me a lot. This when I'm practicing with the PSI wheel, I end up popping it off of the goddamn needle instead of goddamn spinning it most of the time now. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why, but it's kind of annoying. This video I had a critic says win until he saw certain directions I made before go, which by the laws of physics is impossible. Blast forward, polar diagonally. Hey, Casey back. Say what's up to Casey, guys. This is one of my close friends. I knew her basically all my life. Yeah, knew her basically all my life. Ether, I feel you, bro. I'm definitely gonna check your videos out, and I'm gonna hit you up, bro, for sure. I think you totally right. Focus on telekinesis. Yeah, man. I'm just seeing where it goes, you know, because once you know how to connecting to other things shouldn't be that hard, you know. I believe the same. I don't know. All right, so I'm done with the. I was gonna do the PSI wheel to finish off, but I'm gonna stop there. Let's just finish up with a couple more questions. How are you saying? If you guys have any more before I go. I don't know if you're hip to Ernest Vitter, but he says it's all the same. Yeah, I know him. I know him. I know him very well. I've seen a lot of his videos. Oh, trust me, man. I don't think there's a user out there that I don't know, unless they're not on the internet. You should allow donations. Questions though. What should I do as a beginner? Wait, what do you mean by donation questions action? Action. What do you mean by donation questions? I don't know what that is. The whole live is about Q&As. So the whole purpose of the live is for you guys to ask questions and I answer them. Yeah, Mark, it's just different names to separate them based on their categories, you know, being whether you're doing it on water or fire. People just gotta have names for everything for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, y'all tell Casey what's up. It's power with you, Casey's. Happy to see you still in here. It's all love in here. Hey, Aqua, happy to see you still here. I hope you caught the demonstration. I'm about to wrap it up. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask before I leave. I think I'm gonna leave in 3 minutes at 9:30. Love and blessings. Thank you, Kai, for that. Shout out to Casey, please. Everyone show, because she's just the same type of person that we are. So you feel me? All love. I don't know. Helios, I don't know. If a lot more people tap in and told me, like, because a lot of people get to me afterwards, like the day after, and tell me that they missed the live and whatnot. So if there's like enough people that want me to, I'll definitely go live tomorrow again. But if not, it's gonna have to be like next week, because you guys know I'm on a really hectic working schedule. I forgot a question. I forgot a period between donation and question. Oh, so you said I should allow donations. And question though, got you. What should I do as a beginner to TK? Just to start out? Well, firstly, I mean, I guess I can do donations, but I don't think it's like really necessary. I never really thought about trying to make money with this, and I honestly don't want to, in a sense, because I personally don't feel like anybody should have to pay for this material. But I know what you mean, though. I know you mean like donations in terms of just supporting me so that I can have more free time to like do a lot more videos and stuff like that. Because that's like the format of Twitch and everything. But I don't think I'm ready for that yet, Action. I don't think I'm ready to ask people for money at all yet. If you guys want to support me, you can go check my music out. That'll be dope. Check my music out, and I become a famous musician, you know, you can support me there. But in terms of asking for money for my telekinesis, nah, this is forever gonna be free, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think I have it in me to ask for money, charge money, any kind of thing, even donations. I don't think I could do that. I'm sorry. Thank you for the thing though. This other person hit me up one time and told me if I ever do like video classes or anything, she'll pay for it, and I'm like, nah, man, you cool. you fam, you can just come get that class whenever. You know, I don't really need no money from you guys. Cause I know most of y'all niggas broke anyway. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm broke too, so I don't judge. But yeah, go check my music out if you guys into like rap music and stuff. Most of my music is unreleased, but I'm gonna start releasing a lot more because I'm gonna try. Since I've been doing this self mastery thing, I want to start doing all the things that like I wanted to do as a kid. Like I had like traveling is one of the things I wanted to do, and I wanted to like be like a famous. Well, not really more of the famous part, but I just wanted to perform. I wanted to feel what it felt like to perform on a stage, you know, in front of like gajillions of people. That should be dope. And I'm really good at writing music, so I think I'm gonna push that a little bit in the future. So much love and bless to all of you guys. Love you so much. Elias, we love you too, man. Appreciate you coming tonight, and I know you probably gonna be in the next live whenever it is. Whenever it's gonna be. We really appreciate you, man. We love you, and please stay safe and get some rest. And if you lucid dream, practice your TK there. Okay. Great life, bro. We're all here to learn progress. Screw the critics. They make our progress even more. I see a challenge and smile because they have no idea. For sure, man. For sure. Keep shining. You too, Brody. Keep shining. Keep practicing. Don't let none of these fools tell you what to do, man. How they gonna tell Ether what to do? Come on. Come on. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Thanks for the demonstration and advice. No problem, man. Anytime, anytime. I will always have no issues with doing a demonstration on my lives because if it's real, then why shouldn't I be able to do a demonstration, you know? Don't listen to people that can't demonstrate what the hell they say. That's why you don't listen to critics. If you can't recreate what I'm doing, I'm not gonna listen to you. At all, you know? No way. Do you make songs? Yes, I do. I go by, my artist name is Young Torch. That's actually where TK Torch came from. It's like a segue from my music. Because I didn't want to get a whole new, like, weird, wacko, like, guru type name. I still wanted to keep myself, like, unique. So, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about it. Just Torch has always been my nickname. So, Young Torch. And I'm sure you guys will notice the face. Ask Casey. Casey can, what's the word? Attest. She can attest to it. My music is pretty dope. I mean, my songs on YouTube are a little bit old, a lot of bit old, so they're like all over the place. I was still trying to find my sound at that time. But I have some really interesting stuff coming up. So yeah, tap in, man. Tap in with the kid, Young Tizzy, Young Torch. I have a couple of music videos. Mark, my man, I love you, dude. The critics make a progress correction from earlier. I understood what you said, bro. You feel me? I got the thing. You feel me? I got the thing. I'm just playing. I totally hear you. So I appreciate you. I always have to stop and think, Elias, because I'm gonna call you Elsa by mistake. Ice Queen. But I'm gonna call you Elsa by mistake one time. But yeah, please do tap in. Oh, you found me. Good stuff. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment or something. Casey, vouch for me. Yep, there you go. My bad. I ain't see it. My live the chat pops up a little late. Casey, you better be up because we playing Dead by Daylight after. Or if you want to play Apex, that'd be nice. Which I know you don't. You need to get a Switch so we can play Mario Kart. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Elsa. Elsa, that is a perfect name. That's a nickname for you now, Elsa. Are you a female? Don't have me just calling you like her this whole time and you a dude. Yeah, I have a couple music videos. I'm gonna check out music as well. Good stuff, Mark. Thank you so much. I never really brought it up in any of my TK stuff because why would I? I'm doing TK stuff. And I'm not like one of them weirdos that and put music behind the TK videos and not commentary. That's weird, you know. So thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Mark. I'm gonna have a nickname for all y'all eventually. Watch. Thank you for checking out my music, man. I appreciate that. I'm actually good. I promise. I have some stuff, some interesting stuff, and then I have some other stuff that I was, you know, experimenting with. So it's not really my sound, but I have some stuff up there. But if you have Apple Music, I have more of my serious songs on Apple Music or like YouTube Music, Spotify, all that stuff. Oh, you're a dude. Damn. I mean, Elsa, does that still work for you? If it works for you, it works for me, man. But Elias, I figured once it went from Elsa to Elias, I was like, yeah, that's a dude. Has to be a dude. That's why I had to ask, cause it's a dope ass name for real. And you're 17, perfect, man. Then TK is you have an advantage then, cause TK works best for the younger people because you know they're less self-identified with words and stuff like that. I mean, but if Elsa still works for you, hey, it works with me, and oh, we can always change it up. But anyways, guys, appreciate you guys for coming out, staying this late. I know last time it was 12 o'clock in the morning and we stayed up till 2 a.m. Y'all was rocking with the kid. So appreciate you guys for coming through and with your questions. Anytime you guys want, there's a community section also, so you guys can always like post there. I think you guys are allowed to post there with questions and other posts and stuff like that. So if you guys will have access to that, please do it. Anything interesting that you guys think will help the community, please post it up there. Anything that you think that I should take a look at, send it to me on my Instagram. It's official_TK Torch. It has the no, I'm lying. Let's forget that. Not the name. I was gonna say it has the same profile picture as the channel, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has like a nice little quote thingy. I mean, but you won't be able to miss it, I'm sure. So send it to me there. You know, if you hitting up my music, hit my music up. You know, bump the kid and shit. Yep. But have a good night, guys. Sleep tight. Have sweet dreams. Have lucid dreams, please. And practice your TK right there. And keep practicing. Don't over push yourself. Please remember, energy when you're working with energy, your energy can hit zero, and if your energy hits zero, unfortunately you're dead. So just be careful with it, please. And until I see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for this amazing live. Stay safe. You stay safe too, Elias. Please, especially being a young man. We need to protect the youth, man. We need to protect you guys. Everybody is just killing up everybody these days. And just stay safe, stay dangerous, all that stuff, man. Take care of you guys selves, and don't drink no goddamn coffee at 17 years old, man. What the hell wrong with you? Make me find you. Do not make me find you and dump all your coffee beans, bro. I'm that legit. I will. Thank you, Kai. I hope the demonstration was up to par for you guys and whatnot. In the next, I just smacked the shit out of myself. In the next live, I will definitely have a chance to meditate before the live, because I was supposed to meditate before the live for the very purpose of the demonstration, just to charge myself up, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I was working with basically the energy that I had on me when I was practicing, for me, which was already depleted, you know. But next time I'm gonna have some big motions for you guys. I'm gonna do some knocking some stuff down. I don't really eat cereal that much because I'm on a full alkaline diet, so I don't have cereal boxes at my house. But I'll definitely buy a box of cereal just for you guys, because a lot of people has been asking me to knock down the cereal box for you guys, so I'm gonna do that too. And Yeah, Ether. I know I did well, but I feel like I owe you guys a lot more. Just the ones that's like a little bit above beginner stage. I want to start making videos for you guys. Also, I'm keeping it like I keep it on beginner level because every day the channel like keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it's like up 1,600, and just like last week it was at like 1,400. It's like now I have like 2, 3, 4, 500 more people that's beginners trying to see what's up. You feel me? So now I gotta remake more beginner videos, you know. But I'm gonna have some stuff for the more advanced people soon. I'm just trying not to bombard people, you know. I'm trying to keep everybody on the same level with it, you know. I'm drinking tea now, perfectly, perfect hours to do that. I love me some tea. Love me some tea, especially some chai, man. That chai be dope. Don't put pressure on yourself. Let it come organically. Exactly, Heather. That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I would love to have a conversation with you personally too, bro. I love the way you think. But good night, guys. Good night, Casey. Everybody tell Casey good night. Casey, tell everybody good night. Good night, everybody. Mark, Ether, Elsa, Aqua. I don't remember everybody, but I do remember everybody. Kai. Please, all of you guys stay safe. Action, if you're still here. And everybody else that came. Unfortunately, I can't remember everybody's name. I think I got most of everybody, though. Please, guys, be safe and have a good night. I'm see you guys on the next one. How about Elise? No. It's going to be Elsa or it's going to be Elias. It's going to be one or two. I like Elias, so I'm going to just call you Elias. I think I like Elias better than Elsa. But good night, everybody. Peace, love, and chicken grease, man. See you guys on the next one.